I think she is going to get into what he has said on Japan and North Korea, and Japan potentially becoming a nuclear power. He said this last night. I'm going to play a clip of what he said last night. Then I'm going to play some clips of what he said previously over the past few weeks. Listen to this on Japan getting nuclear weapons.
They said, I want Japan to nuke. I want Japan to get nuclear weapons. Give me a break.
So you have no problem with Japan, South Korea having nuclear weapons?
At some point, we have to say, you know what? We're better off if Japan protects itself against this maniac in North Korea. We're better off, frankly, if South Korea is going to start to protect itself. North Korea has nukes. Japan has a problem with that. I mean, they have a big problem with it. Maybe they would, in fact, be better off if they defend themselves from North Korea. Maybe we would be better off. Including with nukes, yes, including with nukes.
All right, you heard him say that twice, including with nukes. Last night he denied that he ever said it. How do you explain that contradiction?
Well, it's really not a contradiction. He says maybe it would be better if this occurred. This is not a policy. This is a discussion about what should take place overseas. I mean, when you have all of your enemies being armed with nuclear weapons, we should have the discussion on whether or not our allies should be able to defend themselves, or even us, if God forbid something were to happen. So again, this was not a policy decision that Mr. Trump has made with regard to nuclear weapons. He was talking about the options that should be made available in the future.
So he is open. I just want to be precise, and you're the national campaign spokesperson for the Trump campaign. I want to be precise. He is open to the possibility that Japan and South Korea, for that matter, develop its own nuclear arsenal to deal potentially with the North Korean nuclear threat.
Mr. Trump is open to the idea of reshaping the way the United States has continued to constantly fund the protection of other nations and not our own. Whether or not that involves nuclear weapons remains to be seen. But Mr. Trump is definitely open to the possibility that maybe our allies should be able to protect themselves and us if we need them.